we want to solve this equation for y. So keep that in mind. There's no fractions, no parentheses, so let's get this term by itself on one side of the equation. Since this is the only term that contains a y, I will subtract 3x from both sides then. Left side, I'll have 3x minus 4y minus 3x, and the right side, I will subtract 3x also. Now look what happens. 3x minus 3x, those subtract out, and I have negative 4y is equal to 8 minus 3x. I'm going to write my x first, or I'll write that as negative 3x plus 8. But it makes no difference. And then how do I solve for y? I solve for y by dividing both sides by the coefficient of y, which happens to be negative 4. So I'll divide the left side by negative 4 and the right side by negative 4. Now notice I am solved for y because of two things. I have y by itself on this side of the equation, and notice I have no y's on this side. So I have y by itself or with an understood coefficient of 1, and there's no y's over here. So y is equal to negative 3x plus 8 all over negative 4. There's a couple of equivalent ways of writing this expression on the right. If you'd like, you can move this negative up to the numerator, make that negative, and then in parentheses, negative 3x plus 8 all over 4. So I move that negative up to the numerator, and look what you can do then. A negative times a negative, that's positive 3x, and then that would be minus 8 all over 4. A little bit better form because there's no negative here in the denominator, but this is solved for y, this is solved for y, and this is also solved for y.